If you're new to unschooling or maybe just exploring it, you might be wondering, how do I know they are learning if there are no tests or grades? It's one of the most common questions parents ask when you're leaving traditional school behind. So today I want to help you shift from a school-based mindset to a trust-based one. We'll look at how learning really works without needing external measurement and how you can see it happening in real time. So let's start with a little bit of honesty. That question, how do I know they're learning, comes from a system that taught us not to trust learning unless it's measured. But here's the truth. Learning is natural. It happens all the time. It's not something you can always capture in a score. Think about how your child learned to walk or talk or sing their favorite song. There was no tests, there was no grades, but there was a lot of learning. When kids are curious, they learn deeply. And when they're allowed to follow their interests, they retain what they learn because it matters to them. So, let me share with you a few signs that real learning is happening in your home without ever needing a test. First, they ask questions. Curiosity is the spark of learning. When your child says, why does that happen? Or how does that work? That is learning in motion. Second, they make connections. Maybe they're watching a documentary and suddenly they relate it to something they heard you talking to grandma about. That's critical thinking. Third, they can explain things to others. So when your child teaches you something they've learned, whether it's about Minecraft hack or why cats purr, they're not just repeating something, they're actually learning and they're understanding. And lastly, they create. So, drawing, building, writing, making up stories. Creation is evidence of their absorption, of imagination and application. Oh, and actually, here's another one. They get obsessed with things. You know those times when your kids get really, really into something like dinosaurs or baking or anime? That deep dive is a very powerful form of self-directed learning. But here's what might be really behind that question.